Hi everyone, it's Janis here with a new episode to help you build better daily structure and be in control of your life. Are you ready to take your planning and time management skills to the whole new level? In this time blocking guide, I will share with you why time blocking is by far the best way to plan and organize your time. I'll be also showing you the exact process, step by step, on how I use time blocking to get most out of it. If this is your first time on this channel, then make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon to get updates on my latest videos about time management and productivity. Also consider joining my free productivity mastermind group where I do live coaching calls and live Q&As, where you have a chance to ask me any questions. Before we jump into the principles of time blocking, let's take a look at why time blocking is so important and why it works. First, it keeps you on track. This is because when you time block, you will know when you will be doing each activity. If you keep to-do list, then you will know what activities you have to do. For example, test client website, go to gym, and write a blog post. When you time block, you know exactly when you will be doing each activity, like 2 p.m. to 3:30 gym, 3:30 till 5 p.m. write blog post, and 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. test client's website. Second, it trains you to estimate time for your activities. This will help you to become more realistic with how much activities or tasks you can plan for each day. It's easy to just keep adding items on your to-do list and hope that you will get them done, but more often than not, to-do lists remain uncompleted. Using time blocking will help you to create more realistic plan that you can actually complete every day. Of course, be aware that at the beginning you will underestimate or overestimate time taken, but if you keep doing it, you will soon become good at it. Third, it utilizes Parkinson's law. By allocating time slot for each activity, you will push yourself to complete the planned activity. You don't want to give unlimited time to the task that can be completed in 30 minutes, because it will take you way longer and you'll be wasting your time. Fourth, it creates structure in your life. Time blocking will allow you to see how your days and weeks are structured and where you invest your time. Your job is to ensure that your time blocks are in line with your goals if you want to achieve them. How you invest your time will determine if you achieve your goals. Now that you're familiar with all the great benefits of time blocking, it's time to go through the steps on how to start time blocking like a pro. Number 1, pick your planning tool. First thing when you start time blocking is to select the tool that you will be using. This will be your environment. You can use simple notebook, Google Calendar, or time blocking application. They all work very well, so it's up to you to decide which one you want to choose. I personally use Google Calendar. It's flexible, easy to use, and completely free. I also like the fact that I can create recurring time blocks so that I don't have to recreate them every week. But as I said, all options work well. The only thing that digital planners will be easier to adjust if the things change. And trust me, that will happen often. Number 2, first time block. Once you have selected your planning tool, it's time to block out your first and most important time block. It's the time block that you'll be using to schedule your weekly activities. Preferably, you want to make sure that you'll be able to repeat it at the same day and at the same time every week. I personally call my time block strategic planning, and at the moment it is scheduled for me on Saturdays between 6 a.m. and 7:30. Number 3, add all your time blocks. In this step, you lay out your time blocks and build your weekly and daily structure. You are now in full control to create the structure that works for you. For sure, you might have some existing responsibilities like a job or kids to look after, but everything else is completely up to you. When you're planning your time, you're in control of it, and you're also in control of your life, so make it work for you. When you create your time blocks, it is important that your time blocks are in line with your goals. Every week, when I plan my upcoming week's activities, I have my quarterly goals in front of me. Number 4, don't forget buffer times. This is by far one of the most important mistakes that people make when they start planning their time using time blocking approach. You will naturally want to lock out every waking minute with some specific activities, but here is my advice: don't do it. Be comfortable with leaving white spaces where you don't have to do anything, or create buffer time blocks throughout the week. Buffer time blocks are meant for you to have time to catch up with the things that you haven't completed or new things that have showed up. I have buffer time blocks every day, sometimes for 30 minutes and sometimes for 2 hours, and they always help me to stay on track. Number 5, stick with your structure but be flexible. Once you have created your potentially perfect weekly structure, your job is to follow it as much as possible. But you also need to know when you're better off changing your plans and moving your time blocks around to accommodate new circumstances. If you have to postpone some tasks to the following week if something more important came up, then do it immediately. As long as you make a decision to change your plan, you're still in control of your plan and your life. The moment you stop planning, you will lose. Number 7, keep adjusting your structure. When you start planning your time, you have to approach it with mindset that things will change. So you have to be open to change. When your goals change, your time blocks will change as well. When you change job, your structure will change as well. Change is a good thing because that means that you're growing and moving forward rather than settling. I hope that you enjoyed this time blocking guide, and by putting it into practice, you'll be able to improve your time management and productivity. If you have any questions or you're facing some specific challenges, then feel free to ask me the questions in the comments below, and I'll make sure that I'll get back to you. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure you hit that like button, and if you're new to this channel, then type new in the comments below. If you want to learn how to set better goals, make better decisions, and build solid structure in your life, then check out my free Productivity Mastermind course to take your productivity to the next level. Also, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss my upcoming videos.